Hello students, welcome to the EVS online class. For the last few classes, we are continuing with chapter 2. Today we will learn about the different gases of atmosphere. Children, all of you know that atmosphere is a source of gases. Atmosphere is the envelope of air surrounding the earth. Due to the gravitational field of the earth, the different gases present in the atmosphere are not be able to escape, and this is the reason why atmosphere of the earth remains always in a fixed position around the earth. Air is the mixture of gases. The different gases which are present in the air are nitrogen, oxygen, other gases, argon, carbon dioxide, some amount of water vapor, etc. Already you have learned about the composition of gases in the air. Just for the recapitulation again, we are discussing on it, that is the proportion of nitrogen which is present in the air, that is 78%. Oxygen is present around 20.9%. Other gases are present about 0.1%. Argon are present approximately 0.9%, whereas carbon dioxide is present at 0.3%. Through all the layers, the composition of the atmosphere is about the same. Each component has important uses and roles for our planet. Each component cycles in and out of the atmosphere. Looking at the chart at the right, we see that two gases, that is nitrogen and oxygen, make up 99% of the volume of clean dry air. Although these gases are the most common component of air, they play a very little role in affecting the weather. The remaining 1% of dry air is mostly the inert gas, that is argon, plus tiny quantities of other gases. Carbon dioxide is present in only tiny amounts, that is approximately 0.39%, but it is a very important component of air. Carbon dioxide is an active absorber of energy given off by the earth. Therefore, carbon dioxide plays an important role in heating the earth's atmosphere. Now, we will learn about each of the component of the air one by one. So, first we will learn about nitrogen. Nitrogen is the inactive part of air. It is found in the atmosphere as an element. In the combined form, it is found in different compounds like potassium nitrate, sodium nitrate, ammonium salts, etc. Nitrogen of atmosphere comes on earth through rain. During the lightning, nitrogen can combine with oxygen and form the nitrous oxide, and during rain this nitrous oxide combine with rain water form the nitric acid and comes to the soil. In soil there are some bacteria, some blue-green algae, etc. are present, which can fix the atmospheric nitrogen into nitrate or nitrite. So in that way nitrogen come into the soil, and this nitrogen can be used by the plants. The plants synthesize protein absorbed from the soil. The same protein is consumed by different organisms and human beings through their food. This nitrogen is utilized for making the proteins of our body. Liquefied nitrogen is used in making nitrogenous fertilizers. Nitrogen is used in the process of refrigeration and in various industrial processes. Now we'll discuss about another important gas of air, that is oxygen. Oxygen is found in the atmosphere in gaseous form. On Earth, oxygen is separated from air through the fractional distillation of liquefied air in laboratories. Life is impossible on Earth without oxygen. Life without oxygen is impossible in water as well. All the living organisms need oxygen gas for their respiration. Oxygen is utilized on a large scale in various industries like iron and steel industry. A mixture of oxygen and acetylene is used in welding. Oxygen used as an oxidant and as a bleaching agent also. Oxygen helps in the disposal of various substances through the process of oxidation. Oxygen is helpful in the burning of fuels and production of energy. Without oxygen, the burning is not possible. Oxygen produces ozone through it by breaking down and combining with another oxygen atom in the atmosphere. And this ozone gas is very much important. All of you know that this ozone helps us to protect from the ultraviolet rays of the sun. We have already learned in this about this in the previous class. Now we will discuss about another important gas of the atmosphere, that is carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is a compound of carbon and oxygen. It is mostly produced while burning of substances takes place. It is also produced during the process of breathing of animals and plants. Carbon dioxide is most essential for photosynthesis. All of you know that photosynthesis is the source of food supply in the environment. Photosynthesis is also a source of oxygen for the environment. Carbon dioxide forms carbonic acid when it chemically combines with water. The excess of carbon dioxide in atmosphere can cause global warming and change in the world climate. In the previous class, we have already discussed about the greenhouse effect. So there you have seen that how carbon dioxide can absorb the heat and is able to increase the average temperature of the earth. When atmospheric carbon dioxide combines with rainwater, it causes acid rain. Acid of rain water can dissolve marble, which are used in the monuments, and it also can kill plants and aquatic animals also. Now we will learn about other atmospheric gases. There are some gases present in the air like helium, argon, neon, krypton, xenon. These gases do not react with other elements, so these gases are known as noble gases or inert gases. These gases can be used in various ways. These gases are filled in the electric bulb. Hydrogen and helium gas is filled in balloons. Balloons are used for observation of weather conditions. Balloons filled by helium go high up in the sky because helium is the lighter than other atmosphere gases. Atmosphere has an important role for the dispersal of gaseous waste. Dispersal of anything usually require some medium. Likewise, dispersal of various waste also require different types of media. Air and water are principal media in the environment that spread and disseminate different things. Various types of gaseous pollutants like ammonia, hydrogen sulfide, sulfur dioxide, nitrous oxide, methane, fumes and smokes, etc., are produced through burning of fuels, domestic activities, and industrial processes. These pollutants are directly released into air, which acts as a medium of dispersal of those gaseous wastes. Heavy amount of particulate matter and ash fly up in the sky after being released through chimneys of thermal power plants. Those particulates and ashes are blown away up to distant places where they settle down on plants, buildings and fields. Thus, atmosphere acts as a medium of dispersal of gaseous pollutants. Now it is the time to give you the homework. Today you have to write answers of these two questions. Our first question is mention any two applications of nitrogen, and the second question is how does air act as a medium for dispersal of gaseous waste. Children, please write this answer in your EVS copy and then submit it. So today this much. Thank you all. Stay safe. Take care of yourself.